Good morning students, welcome back to the e-learning platform of the JS College of Commerce, Vadam. In the previous video, we have seen the basic concept of the monetary and the fiscal policy. Today we are going to see the types of monetary policy as well as the role of monetary policy. So what is monetary policy? The monetary policy is basically the policy of the central bank or the monetary authority of the country to have the control over the money supply as well as the credit in the economy. When we are talking about the monetary policy are basically of two types. One is the expansionary monetary policy and the other one is the contractionary monetary policy. Expansionary and the contractionary monetary policy, both these policies are adopted by the central bank after considering the economic condition. After considering the economic condition, or we can say the condition of the business cycles which are prevailing in the economy, or to which we can say the ups and downs which a country is facing. So expansionary monetary policy, as the name itself suggests, the expansion activities are taken in terms of the money supply. Expansionary monetary policy, under this particular policy, basically the central bank lowers the interest rates and tries to provide the more money supply in the economy as well as to increase the credit in the economy. Basically, these policies normally adopted by the monetary authority when the country is facing or the country is suffering with the recessionary phase or the slowdown, where the sentiments of the economy is actually of the slowdown. In such situation, basically, to take out the economy, it is very necessary to bring the money in the system, and for doing this, the interest rates is basically lowers down by the central bank, and via that the more money supply and the credit supply is ensured in the economy. So such policy whereby the money supply as well as the credit is expanded in the economy is called the expansionary monetary policy. In this particular policy, basically the focus is to lower the interest rates so that the people should take the more loan. The business undertaking should take the more loan and at a lower rate of interest and start or to run their business and to provide the employment to the masses. So in such type of the monetary policy, basically the concept is that to provide the fund or to bring the economy back to the line in terms of providing the more opportunities in terms of investment. Under the expansionary monetary policy, the focus is also here to reduce the savings of the people. When at the lower rate of interest, the people's saving is reduced, and people normally less intended to save the money at a lower rate of interest. So basic purpose of such type of the policy is to expand the business activities in the economy. The second one is their contractionary monetary policy. As the name itself is suggesting, contractionary monetary policy, here basically the basic motive of the central bank is to provide lower money supply in the economy, just opposite to expansionary monetary policy. When the interest rates are increased, as a result of the increase in the interest rates, what happens? Basically, the people borrows less money, because at a higher rate of interest, the people's tendency to borrow the money is less. So under such type of the monetary policy, basic motive is that to curtail the money supply from the economy as well as credit from the economy. So contractionary monetary policy is adopted under such circumstances where there is already the more money which are in the economy, and to reduce the money supply as well as credit, such type of the contractionary monetary policy is adopted. So expansionary monetary policy as well as the contractionary monetary policy, both these two type of the policies are implemented by the central bank according to the situation which are prevailing in the economic system. There are different tools which are used by the central bank as a measure or a controlling the or as a measure or as an effective tool for the monetary policy. We will see them in later part. Let's see the role of monetary policy. The first one is there, the developmental role. Here, economic developmental role, basically the monetary policy which is adopted. The basic purpose of the monetary policy is economic growth and the development. Economic growth and the development is ensured by way of proper handling the economic system. So the first role is their developmental role. The second one is their creation and expansion of the financial institution. See, in the developing countries and the underdeveloped economies, basically there is a problem of the lack of financial system, or the lack of financial institutions or the commercial banking system in the country. So one of the basic objective of the monetary policy, or we can say the role of monetary policy, is to create and expand the financial institution in the country, so that there should be the habit among the people of the saving. These savings of the people can be mobilized by the commercial bank, and these savings can be properly channelized in the effective form of the investment via the financial institutions as well as the commercial banks. So the creation and expansion of the financial institution is one of the important role which is played by the monetary policy. The next one is there, effective central banking. Effective central banking, what does it mean? Let's see. First we will see the next one, integration of organized and unorganized money market. Integration of organized and unorganized money market. In the earlier videos, we have seen the money market, and the money market has the two parts. One is what? One is the organized money market, and the other one is the unorganized money market. Organized money market is under the effective control of the central bank, but the larger portion in the country, and especially if we are talking about India, the larger portion of the money market in India is in unorganized form. So basically it is one of the role of the monetary policy is that to integrate the organized as well as unorganized money market, so that the effective functioning of the money market can be performed in terms of providing the short-term finances to the large number of institutions. And then the next one is there, developing banking habits. Developing banking habits, basically these banking habits can be developed when there is actually the effective mechanism of the commercial banks and the financial institutions. Banking habits, basically, see, in the underdeveloped economies or developing economies, the people normally does not have the more banking habits. So here, savings, mobilization of savings as well as the channelization of savings is one of the part of the banking habits. Simultaneously, the people should use more and more credit instruments like checks, bill of exchange and checks and the drafts, etc. These type of the instruments to ensure the more banking habits among the people. Monetization of the economy. See what happens in the developing economies. There is again the one problem that there is the prevalence of the barter system. The people normally exchange the goods in terms of the other goods and service. So such type of the activities which are taken place in the developing and the underdeveloped economies, actually these harms the economy. So basically the monetary policy also aims at monetization of the economy. Via that, the use of money should be ensured under the monetary policy. The people should use the more money, so that instead of using the barter system, the people should use the more money. In this way, the track of the economy can be properly maintained. Then the next one is there, integrating the interest rate structure. Some sectors in the developing countries have the interest rates which differs from the other sectors. So again, it is one of the rule of the monetary policy is that this rate of interest should be integrated, so that there should be the one and consolidated rate of interest which should prevail in the economy. So integration of the interest rates, similarly controlling the inflationary pressure. As I told earlier, these are the two policies, basically expansionary monetary policies as well as the contractionary monetary policies. These two policies basically adopted to curtail the business cycles up and down in the economy, inflationary situation as well as deflationary situation. To take out the economy from the inflationary as well as deflationary situation, basically the expansionary and the contractionary monetary policy is adopted. So again, one of the basic role of the monetary policy is what? Controlling the inflationary pressure in the economy. Long-term loans for the industrial development. Industries needs the long-term funds. These long-term funds are provided to the industry via the developmental banks as well as the commercial banks on the long-term basis. But these institutions will provide the long-term loans only when there will be a strong network of such type of the institution in the country. So it is again necessary that this system of the commercial bank as well as the financial institution should be well organized, and these institutions can be well organized through the proper monetary policies which can be adopted by the country. So the long-term loans for the industrial development can be fulfilled. Long-term loans of the industrial development can be fulfilled via the monetary policy. Effective monetary policy. Via the effective monetary policies, these institutions can be established, and these institutions can provide the funds to the industrial setup. So the role of the monetary policy, basically, if we will see what is there to provide the economic growth and development in the country via the providing the money supply, proper money supply in the economy as well as the credit, simultaneously developing a strong banking networks, similarly developing the habits among the people of savings, similarly the integrated interest rate structure, effective central banking. All these are the part and parcel of the monetary policy. It is actually the role of the monetary policy. So in this video we have seen the expansionary monetary policy, the contractionary monetary policy, and the role of monetary policy. So for today this is sufficient. Thank you.